that last play, getting a first down.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down.
Let's go.
Give to the running back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins!
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Brooks. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Getting some heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
All right, that's when the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. They didn't do it that time.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Tight end getting vertical. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that. And the Monarchs have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Out routes are very much about timing. It's got to be a quick, decisive movement from the quarterback. As soon as he sticks that foot in the ground, you know he's breaking out. Throw it right now so he can go make you a play. Great pitch, great catch.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Snags it over the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Setting up the screen. Oh, he not only blows it up, he picks it off. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, UCLA. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
And how about that play by this defense, reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today, but the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 7 over Kansas State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. On second down, just keeps firing. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give to the tailback. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
On the play. Brings up second down.
Offense gets set for second down.
That's the end of our quarter. UCLA 14.
He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Castro. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
A nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route coming from the slot receiver to get the completion.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating a loss on first down.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Trying to find his man on first down. Safe completion on the screen. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Near the 3-yard line. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now on 2nd and goal. The corners are walked up tight. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down, and defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Pocket starts to collapse. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the 1st half. This guy has been on a sack tear.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. And he missed it. No good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. When the offense is playing great, defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
They come to the line hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. They'll run it to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick, setting up 4th down.
He's got great speed. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. The give to the lone running back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. That carry puts him over 2,500 yards for his career.
And it's been really fun to watch this guy's development in college football. He's gotten bigger, stronger, and faster in every game. He just seems to get a little bit better. That's a pretty nice milestone to hit.
The nice milestone, nice consistency, nice durability. It takes you being healthy, and this guy's really done a good job throughout his career being that lead guy and putting up numbers.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
They'll try to run for it. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. The give and the run on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Leaves it with the running back. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Line getting set on 2nd down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. And he picked up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
Now on 1st down from the 40. Sticks it in his belly. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
On the play. 2nd down coming up.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Old Dominion. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field. And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
Oh, that's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Minnesota delivered a statement victory that's going to be celebrated in Minneapolis for some time. And if this team's not careful, it could become a football school again like it was back in the 1930s and 40s. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Turns it on in midfield. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Got the first down and more. Touchdown, Bruins! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them on top 21-6. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Banks. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking for a deep man. And he's got it inside the 25. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, ODU. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. To the air on first down. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back.
Defense doing a great job watching the quarterback's eyes and breaking on the ball. They already have 2 picks in the game, and they swat that one away. They are doing an awesome job in coverage.
They'll line up for a second down play. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Uncorks one. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long, whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages. He just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They're already in field goal range, but Jesse, they want to be aggressive, but they can't take a negative play.
Well, the play caller's got to look up and down his sheet here to find a shot to the end zone, David. Be aggressive and see if you can get a touchdown late.
While knowing that I've got 3 in my back pocket. Don't force the ball into a bad situation, but we're definitely trying to get a touchdown.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
See, not all linebackers are just big meatheads. right, that come downhill and hit you in the mouth. What a good job of understanding. It's a passing situation. I drop back. I see it. I break on the football in zone coverage. Give me that rock.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on 2nd and long from the 10. He's looking to throw. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Nice job by the pass rush. They know if they can get to this QB, they can hit him and force these incompletions.
One more snap coming before halftime. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Monarchs will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. UCLA will go back to work on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. They'll give him a couple. That leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And that offensive line gave that quarterback all day to throw the football. That QB could have checked his social media, balanced his investment portfolio, and booked dinner. That's an example of 5 guys up front acting as one. Tremendous job in pass play.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. You can become a star making efficient plays and getting first down, sort of like a Mark Harmon kind of way to play quarterback for the Bruins.
And then you become a big star. And in Hollywood, what a talent to do it. Obviously, create some excitement, create some momentum, go to a Rose Bowl, just do big things at UCLA.
Looking to take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but a ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
Running back goes in motion. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw it again. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. He'll try the left side. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Tackle is made at the 17-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And what a good job by the pass rush, getting to the QB and putting a lick on him as he's throwing the football. That's what you want. It doesn't matter about sacks. You got to get quarterback hits.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a tight end. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll down this punt just inside the 40-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs in that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Toss sweep right. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
Man, those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Puts you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number 1, we got to stop the run.
And the Bruins have this offense rolling. Got enough for the 1st. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The Bruins with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
How good have they recruited in the secondary defensively, right? We've seen guys flying around with speed. They're breaking on the ball. They've got hands, multiple interceptions in this game. They almost got another one right there.
The lone back's got it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Absolute shank. Missed it. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a one-possession game. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They go to the ground. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
At the 26-yard line.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Feeling some heat. And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
On third down, he drops to throw. That's caught. It's Graves. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And you've always got to be careful around the sideline to not step out accidentally. So that wide receiver did a really nice job on that route to bring the ball in while on a tight route.
They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive, now out close to midfield. They'll go to the ground. At the 40, there he goes. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss. He can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Finds a crease at the 20. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice game, this time on the ground.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. He's got the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play. Right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his is in business.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Quick strike complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Bruins are in the hurry up. They'll leave it with him. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. They'll try to get the first through the air. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. First down here for the offense. Running it to the right. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, UCLA 41, Old 13.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Leaves it with the back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Here's the handoff.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Got the quick pass. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the first down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Power football with the run. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some minute.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Touchdown, Monarchs! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Now they'll try to tie it up with the too late. He wants to throw it. He's got it. The two-point try is good, and we are tied here in the fourth. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCLA will go back to work on offense. The back goes in motion. Shakes off the tackler. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
Well, that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Bruins will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight. It's close, tied here in the 4th quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have back.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They'll give it to the back. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Let's see what you're made of. They'll run the toss. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical. We work on this all week. You know you're going for it on 4th down.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Touchdown, UCLA! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Texas Tech is showing little remorse for its opponent today. Feels like ever since they arrived at the stadium, that Red Raiders offense has been a buzzsaw. They're up by 25 over Kansas State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the right. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing? Touchdown, Bruins! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection.
Yeah, I tell you what, these big-bodied tight ends that can catch the football in the corner routes, it doesn't have to be a perfect throw. You know, usually you got littler guys, it's hard. You got to put the ball more on the money, but this big dude can just go up and get it. You just throw it near the sidelines, he'll do the rest.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's second and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires left. Little too much juice on that one from the junior.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. And that ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He'll try to get it through the air. Makes his connection. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.